RNIB are the UK's leading national sight loss charity, working to support people with sight loss.
It has been very important for RNIB to create a set of audio assets.
Visual logos aren't always as accessible to those with sight loss, and so we thought it was a really important job to get that right and to convey their brand through sound.
RNIB. See differently.
The brief was to create an overall sonic identity that featured not just the Sonic logo, but an entire sound of the brand. They requested a Sonic logo, a variety of brand music, and also especially radio assets. They really wanted to think how they can redefine that charity music genre to create something that felt much more empowering.
It seemed like a really good idea to us to include the blind and partially sighted community in the Sonic logo itself.
We used all of our recording studios to record all the different talent, made the space as accessible as possible. We got members from the sight loss community to say the letters RNIB as clearly as they could.
RNIB.
We wanted the Sonic logo to represent the visual logo as clearly as possible. It features the letters very separately.
Maybe do you want to do the individual letters?
RNIB.
The individual letters worked really well because each letter had its own emphasis.
Bit more kind of elongated. Your home, like B.
B. It's the one.
Yeah, so good.
The notes of the melody ascends and then concludes in a way that feels empathetic and warm. We spent a lot of time listening through to them and trying to select a cross-section of the RNIB community, so a mixture of ages, ethnicities, and genders. The whole process was incredibly inspiring.
I was involved in an accident and I lost my sight overnight. Since your sight loss, you sort of just are a bit timid and a bit within yourself. Got a chance to really be myself and to really express myself.
I could just let myself be how I wanted to be with recording.
Naturally, we would want to use musicians who are blind or partially sighted.
My name is Abby Baker. I lost my sight as a very small baby, but I haven't let that stop me. I'm a professional musician.
She approaches learning a piece of music and playing it without score, learnt it by ear.
So it's this as opposed to...
My name is Hector Mestre. I am a recording, mix, and master engineer. When I received the brand track, I immediately sat down to study the arrangement. I started adding white ambience. On the bass, I added a little bit of distortion, and on the synths, I started adding movement to it.
Molecular sound actually created a different set of radio sounds.
They all have the same 4 notes, but they have so many varied moods.
RNIB Connect Radio.
As opposed to
when we were given the final brand track, we showcased that to different groups of blind and partially sighted people. They were so happy with them.
It gives me inspiration that I'm not just stuck.
If you feel that, that's a big tick.
It will actually inspire them instead of just sitting there thinking life's over.
Because it comes from the Sonic logo, we sound like RNIB.
It will have that kind of residual effect and hopefully people will be humming the sound of RNIB.